Folks, it's your favorite Silver Fox, the former golden voice that made you moist. Old Rockin' Randy with the PPW results from last Saturday night in Woodstock. What do we have here? Is that Oscar Mayer? That's right. I'm eating a hot dog straight from the concession stand. Damn good weenie, too. Your opening matchup was a rematch in which you fans asked for. This El Lobo, he's trained at the facility. He may be green, but he's got what we call charisma for days. You guys asked for the rematch. You got the rematch. El Lobo faces 0-1 from Okinawa, Japan. Strong showing. 0-1, basically. Ate and fed El Lobo lunch. But at the end of the day, old El Lobo got hit with a crossbody from 0-1 and was able to be resilient enough to flip that thing over and get the 3 count to the fans' delight. Match number 2. The story behind this one is making me dizzy. My former friend, who I've known has always had half a brain, Irish Andy Anderson facing Scott Colton, the human video game, the naked mole rat, in what turned out to be a grudge match. Irish Andy Anderson was accompanied by his new bestie, PAE girlfriend. I don't know what they do or what has been exchanged between the two to get Andy to go into the light. And he's not going quietly into the light either. He beat the ever-loving piss crap out of Colton. But Colton kept coming. Chugga, 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 chugga. Chugga, 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 chugga. Toot, toot. Everything Andy had to give him. Colton ate it up and looked at him and said, "Thank you, sir, but I have another." And at the end of the night, Colton hits his new move, the springboard 450 splasher, goes to hit his new move, and ain't nothing but canvas. Andy rolled in on him. After that, Andy goes for the Andy bomb, the Vader bomb, for the second time. Scott Colton puts the knees up as Andy turns around to sow his diaphragm. Boom! He rolls him up 1, 2, 3. Took a brief intermission, came back with the former PPW world champion, the hunk with the tree trunks, the 5-tool player Chase Gosling, taking on Inestra El Mero El Único. I don't even know what that means. If I just swore in Spanish, I apologize. For the #1 contendership spot to face the PPW World Heavyweight Champion. There is a huge size difference between these guys. I'm going to say probably better than 70 pounds. Chase Gosling has got moves. He may look like a duck and quack like a duck, but that son of a bitch can wrestle. He's innovative. He's smart. He has his own degree of heart. He may wear that moniker of narcissistic as a badge of honor like you or I wouldn't, but we can't take nothing away from that guy's in-ring ability. In that matchup, you saw, of course, El Único, El Mero Inestra's aerial game, his quickness, his wrestling, his lucha. And then you saw Chase's size. You saw Chase's brawling ability, shades of Stan Hansen. In the end, it was Inestra, when he picked him up, Gosling, for the second power bomb, Inestra was able to flip that around and beat him with a reverse victory roll, 1, 2, 3. After that, I'm telling you, that's a good weenie. When you come Saturday, get your couple of weenies. It's like roasted. It's like Al's Dogs in Chicago. All right, sorry about that. Back to the results. They're looking good. PPW World Heavyweight Champion, almost choked. The world exclusive Matt Vine taking on the Bizarro Ronnie Metro. It was a title matchup. Ronnie Metro, he's dumb like a fox. He almost has, I would say, as charted out or uncharted out plans as Chase Gosling did when he was messing with Scott Colton's head last year. Ropes him in with his false sense of security. Then he beat the ever-loving hell out of Vine. The end of this matchup came up when these two guys were giving each other everything they had in their arsenal, back and forth. The people, myself, the referee, couldn't believe that those two guys had the wherewithal to kick out of everything they'd done to each other. We didn't do that one to a finish because guess who appeared in the end? Andy Anderson. They came in, they started to put the boots to Vine. Guess who hits the ring? Ian Nestra. He starts leveling the playing field. Now you got a Nestra on those two. Guess who hits the ring? Gosling. Chop boxing Nestra's leg. Now you got 3 on 2. And to the chagrin of the fans in attendance, and myself, as a matter of fact, a guy who we thought was done, probably finished. Scott Colton, all 160 pounds of him, hits the ring with a steel chair and clean house. He nailed Gosling in the back. He nailed Ronnie in the back. And half-brains Irish Andy Anderson, the king of wrong style, took a beeline. He didn't want no part of that chair. Matt Vine retains the title, and this week, Chase Gosling versus Scotty Colton versus Ronnie Metro, a triple threat matchup, a kid up against insurmountable odds for the #1 contendership to that PPW title. Your main event, Inestra versus Matt Vine. These guys have wrestled and delivered every time they've gone up against each other. They've gone up against each other when the people loved Inestra and the people hated Matt Vine. They went up against each other when the people hated Matt Vine, and Inestra was green and didn't know what the hell he was doing. He didn't know whether to wind his ass or wipe his watch. When he first broke into the industry, they didn't know who he was, and they went up against each other. They went up against each other when it was nothing but love from the fans for Inestra and nothing but love from the fans toward Vine. This week, it's all on the line. For the first time, the stakes are higher than they were because it's for the PPW World Heavyweight title. Again, Inestra faces Matt Vine. If you love wrestling, you're going to want to be in Woodstock to back the little engine that could, and you're going to want to be there to witness what may be match of the year with Inestra facing Vine. We'll see you Saturday. While you're there, like I said, get you the Wheatie. Get a couple of Wheaties. Get the kids some Wheaties. Bye-bye now, and have good mosh pitting.